What's up, y'all? It's Bianca Ariana here, and I'm back again with another video for you guys. And as you can tell by the title, this is a Q&A. This is a long overdue Q&A. I would say this is questions that I've been avoiding, but not really avoiding. But yeah, I'm not really avoiding these questions, because I was gonna name it questions I've been avoiding and stuff like that. But I haven't really been avoiding these questions. I just haven't got around to answering them for y'all, so I'm gonna answer them for y'all today. I've had these questions for over a month. Like, it's been about 2 months since I've had these questions from y'all. I have these questions on my phone. Before we get into this Q&A, you guys, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell for post notifications so you can be notified every time I post a video. And yeah, make sure y'all follow my Instagram at Bianca Ariana. And we just gonna hop right on into this video. So someone said, what did you do to overcome your mental health state when it was low? That's a good question. The worst part of my mental health was last year, I feel like it was just all 2021. My mental health was the lowest of the low. When I just overcome it, I basically just found what made me happy, started doing things for myself and not for others. Basically putting myself first, just doing what made me happy. Like, I feel like I wasn't doing what was making me happy. Once I started doing that, I became happier, and that's how I overcame like my mental health being really low, because I just started doing things for myself and doing a lot of things that made me happy, and I was just really figuring out myself. And once I did that, everything was like 10 times better. Someone said, life living on your own. It's actually really good. It's a lot of bad times, it's a lot of good times, but all the bad times are just lessons that I'm learning or have learned. It's nice living on your own, long as you just stay on your toes, make sure your bills are paid and stuff like that. It's actually pretty fun once you basically get the hang of it and just basically staying on top of your bills and stuff like that. But other than that, it's really nice. Someone said, what type of budget or spending rules do you have when it comes to clothes? When it comes to clothes and stuff like that, I do give myself a budget. Sometimes it can be $150 budget, sometimes it can be $200 budget, sometimes it can just be $100 budget. It's a different budget depending on whatever time it is. Like, if it's when the rent due, I most likely probably won't even buy no clothes or something like that. Or when it's the middle of the month, I may buy some clothes, but I'm giving myself a certain amount of money to spend on clothes. But all around, I really just kind of stopped buying clothes for right now, because I still have clothes that I haven't even worn in my closet, and I just need to stop trying to buy stuff knowing I still have stuff that I need to wear in the closet that hasn't been worn I just haven't worn it all since I bought it. So but a budget, I do give myself a budget when it comes to me buying clothes and stuff like that, because I don't like to just splurge on clothes like that, like knowing that I have bills and stuff I have to take care of, or you just never know what may pop up. You might need that money you just spent on clothes and stuff like that. So I kind of watch out a lot more when it comes to me spending money on clothes, because I already have clothes I don't even wear. So it's like, wear the clothes you got first, or if you're not gonna wear it, sell it and then spend money on clothes. Someone said, tell us the strategies for moving out, advice and tips you would give. I did a video on me moving out, but I will say little things. Make sure you are financially ready, mentally ready, physically ready. Make sure you are ready, you guys. The only reason I say that is because I thought I was ready, but I wasn't as ready as I thought I was. I built myself to get, ready for that, but when I did it at the time, I wasn't like fully prepared as I thought I was. Just make sure you're ready. Make sure you have your money. Make sure you're at a stable job. Make sure you're not moving in with somebody that is gonna do the bare minimum. Like, make sure if you're moving in by yourself, make sure you got it 100%. Make sure you got money to buy food, make sure you got money to buy furniture, make sure you got money to buy other things you may need and wants and stuff like that. Just make sure all around that you are mentally, physically, and financially ready. I say mentally ready because of the fact that my mental was so messed up and so overwhelmed with bills and just a whole lot of stuff like that, because of the fact that I just thought I was ready, when God was like, girl, you're not even ready for this. Like, you ain't strong enough for this yet. You're gonna be stressing out and stuff like that over bills and trying to figure out how you're gonna pay your rent by the first, or if you're trying to figure out if you're gonna pay your car insurance on time, if you're trying to figure out how you're gonna pay all your other bills on time, then you're not ready. Like, if you're struggling without an apartment, then you don't need to get an apartment, if you see what I'm saying. Because it's not easy, you guys. Rent is sky high now, and it's just not something that you just want to jump into and you're just not ready all around. Like if you're not ready all around, I would just suggest you wait, save up all your money, save up at least 10 to 20,000 just on the back end. Save up that much before you just think about like, okay, I'm ready to move. Because a lot of people used to say save up 5,000 and stuff like that. At least have 5,000 saved up. No ma'am, 5,000 ain't gonna get you nowhere with $2,000 rent, $1,600 rent. No. So especially if you have other bills behind that. So I would just say make sure you're physically, mentally, and financially ready. Someone said single or taken. I am taken. 3.5 years in, y'all, period. Someone said, how do you stay in a peaceful and positive mindset even through the tough times? I try to stay as positive as possible because I know my down moments can really be tough on me. Think about positive things. I had a really bad issue with thinking about negative thoughts, just not really wishing good on myself. Like I always would think negative of myself, talk down about myself, like, oh, I ain't gonna be able to do this, or I ain't gonna be able to do that. Like I always had those negative thoughts. So now I just try to stay as positive as possible, thinking good before I get my day started. I make sure I pray, I make sure I'm productive, I make sure I have me a nice schedule out. And another thing, like it was saying, staying peaceful and positive. Being peaceful, I just like, I love a peaceful vibe. I just love peace. I love time with myself. I love doing things that I love. I just love the skin I'm in now. It took me a lot to get here. It took me a lot to have the positivity I have now, have the peaceful mindset I have now, because it was rough. Like it was really, really rough. I just go through a lot to where I just have to stay positive. Like I have to, because one wrong negative thought and it's just like my whole mood is ruined, or I'm just so focused on the bad when I just really need to focus on the good. I just like to just think about positive thoughts. Like I don't like to think about nothing negative. When it come down to something big, like probably a bill or something like that, I'm not stressing about it no more, because I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna get it and that's just it. Like I'm gonna have it. Like that's what I tell myself every time. It's like, shoot, oh, a bill coming up. Usually I used to stress about it, like, oh snap, I need to figure out how much, I gotta get this money, just and that. But now it's like, I'm gonna get it. Like I'm gonna have it. It's not even just I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna have it. Like that's literally what I tell myself. I'm gonna have it. Don't even stress about it. And with anything else, shoot, like with my YouTube or just anything like that, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna have it, I'm gonna be successful, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna just manifesting, speaking positive on my life, speaking positive on just everything that I do. Ever since I started doing that, it's just been so much better for my life, so much better for my mind. When you think so negative on yourself or on your life or just what you got going on, it just feels like you can't get nothing good out of that, because what you gonna get good out of thinking so negative and so bad about yourself or what you got going on in life? So I always just remain positive. I just love being positive now. I just love, I don't let nobody bring me down. Like I literally will smile in somebody's face if they talking bad about me. Like, okay, that's what you think. I'm not gonna let your negative opinion or your jealous opinion bother me. Like, so that's just how I stay peaceful and positive. Like I just think about positive thoughts. I don't let anything get to me. That's just how I keep a peaceful and positive mindset. I just stay positive, think about all the good, don't even think about negative stuff. Because one thing about it, negative thoughts, when you thinking negative or speaking negative, you gonna get negative out of that. So it's like, stay positive, keep a peaceful mindset, always think good about yourself, good about your life, speak good into your life, and everything will be good after that. How did you adjust to living in your own space, and at times did you want to go back? Adjusting to live into my own space, I just made my apartment a home. Like made it to where I'm comfortable coming home, made it to where this is like my sanctuary, this is my comfort zone. Basically I made it to where it's my comfort zone. Started decorating more, started spending time alone in the house. Like when you spend time alone in your own apartment, your own space, it's so much comfortable. It's such a vibe, like so peaceful, y'all. Like it's the best feeling ever. Like you don't have nobody coming in your room, your parents coming in your room telling you, talking to you when you really don't feel like being talked to. It's just your own space, your own vibe, your own relaxation. Like it's like nothing could steer me away from that. Like nothing can make me try to go back home for that. Like if I do want to see my mom and my parents and stuff like that, of course I'm gonna go over there and invade their space. But or they'll probably come to my house or whatever. But Nothing has made me want to go back. I did used to have like a lot of regret, like, ooh, I wish I would have waited. But at the end, situations that you get put in, it's only to make you stronger. The situations that you put yourself in, they're gonna make you or break you. And in my situation, it made me, because I learned so much, and it's either I wouldn't be here unless God wanted me to become stronger from this situation. Like, if I wanted to quit now, I would have went back to my parents' house. But it's like, nah, like I want to keep going. I want to prosper from this. I done learned all of my bad mistakes and stuff like that. I want to move forward and actually do better in life. So it's like, I never think of like, okay, I need to go back home. I don't ever think about that, because I feel like that's backtracking. Like, if I needed to go back home, why did I get so far in my lease? So why did I get so far with everything that I have done, even though I had a lot of mistakes and I had a lot of down moments and stuff like that, but I'm still moving forward from that. Like, why would I want to just go back to where I wanted to progress from? I wanted to progress and have my own life and have, you know, be an adult. Why would I go back to why would I go back home? That's just backtracking to me. Like, why would I want to go back home knowing I want better from here? Even if it's not better right now, I want better moving forward, not moving back, you know? One thing about it, having your own space can feel so good. It's a vibe. If you make it a vibe, it's a vibe. So I would say, like, you know, I've just never thought about going back. I've had regrets and stuff like that, but actually going back to my mom's house is like, nah. I wouldn't have got this far if I just wanted to be like, okay, give up, I'm finna go back to my mom's house. No, like, what would I have accomplished doing that? Like, from this point, I want to be able to move into my own house or something like that. Move into a better apartment, not go back to where I started. That's going to feel like I'm starting all over in life, when you don't just want to start over. You want to just keep going. Don't start all the way over. Keep going. Someone said, one thing you want to do in 2022 doesn't have to be a big goal, just something. One thing I wanted to do in 2021 is travel. Travel and have fun. Travel and live life. I feel like I haven't lived life in so long. Like, I haven't had that moment where I just felt like I'm just living life. I'm having a good time. I haven't had that moment in a really long time. I just feel like I was so focused on bills and trying to better myself. I thank God for those times I had just trying to better myself and find myself and stuff like that. But I still feel like I just haven't had time to have fun and explore and live life, have happy moments and have memories and stuff like that. So that's one thing that I want to do in 2022. Have fun, live life, travel. Like, y'all gonna get so much, like, y'all gonna get so many new vlogs coming up, y'all. Like, I can't speak on it right now, but y'all are gonna get so many vlogs. Y'all gonna be so proud of me once y'all see it, because it's just like, a lot of people know, especially if y'all on my channel, y'all know I haven't really did a lot of new stuff. Like, I haven't came out of my comfort zone, and this is the time that y'all gonna see me travel more, live life more. Like, I just feel like I haven't lived life at all. And I'm only 20 years old. At 20, I'm gonna be 21 this year, y'all. At 20, you should be living your life, having fun, traveling, just all type of stuff. Not so focused on work, bills. You shouldn't just be so focused on that. Like, you should be focused on it, but live life at the same time. Someone said, how are you? Your personal self, mental health, physical health, just all over. I'm good. Like, I am so good. My physical health is good. Like, I try to get up every day, make sure I'm motivated, I'm making sure I'm disciplined, making sure I'm productive, y'all. Like, that's one thing I try to make sure I am every single day. I'm making sure I'm productive. I got something that I gotta do. I don't want to just be sitting around at the house. Like, sometimes I do have my days where I sit around the house, but I still make sure I get something done before I just sit around, you know. So I try to make sure I have everything planned. I try to make sure I have just all around just trying to be productive. Like, I don't even want to be sitting around feeling like I'm being lazy. Someone said mental health. Mental health, I'm good. Like, I'm happier. I'm not stressing about nothing. It's things now that still be trying to, like, that my mind be like, okay, you need to be worried about this, you need to stress about this. But I just can't let that thought take over my mind. Like, I don't want to think about this things I gotta worry about. I'm gonna worry about it, but I'm not gonna stress about it. Like, I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm gonna get it handled, but I'm not gonna stress about it. I'm not gonna let it make me down or make me feel any type of way. So all around, I'm really, really good. I'm happier. I done found so much peace, you guys. I started doing like my diaries that y'all see on my channel. That's like one of the biggest things that I found peace in, like doing visual diaries and stuff like that. Like a really big peaceful part of my life, positive part of my life. I love looking at them smiling, like bro, I really came a long way. Like, I've came such a long way. Me being in the depressed state I was in 2021, now it's like, that's the old me. Like, the new me is way more positive, way more productive, way more everything all around. Like, I'm just so proud of the person I've become. Someone said, what's coming up in your life? I have a lot coming up in my life, like a lot of things I want to do, a lot of things I want to venture out and do, a lot of new experiences I want to do. I'm really about to take a huge step in my life in this next couple of weeks, and I'm super scared. I've always been scared to try new things or just come out of my comfort zone, and it's just like, it's time now. Like, it's really time. It's been time, but now it's time. Like, it's really time, and I'm so scared to make this step, but I know in the long run it's gonna be worth it, because you block your own blessings trying to stay somewhere you're not happy, or stay somewhere that's not meant for you. I just realized that, like, when you stay in a certain spot for so long that you're just not meant to be, you're blocking your blessings. What I'm about to do is gonna be major, and I'm super excited. Someone said, tell us a little about your YouTube journey. My YouTube journey is good. Like, it took a lot to get here. It took so much to get here. It took some investing. It took some hard work. It took a lot, and I'm not even where I want to be at yet. Like, I'm still working hard on my YouTube journey. I'm still trying to get up there, you feel me? So it takes a lot of hard work, you guys. If you're not working hard, then you're not going to see what you want to see. And I just love creating content. I love getting up every day doing this. Like, I love filming. I love showing a different side of me on camera, showing a different side of me to you guys, showing the side of me that I've always tried to keep hidden in a little box. Like, doing YouTube made me really come out of my shell and really figure out things about myself that I didn't know. Like, if you was to go back to my old videos, y'all would see a totally different Bianca. Like, totally different. Like, go all the way down to the bottom. First little couple of videos, probably first 10 videos, you will see a totally different Bianca than what you see now. I've grown, I've prospered, I've just all around became a better me. I found self-love. I found just my purpose in life, and you would definitely tell that by watching the old me versus the me now. But my YouTube journey is really good. I'm super excited for what I have to come. I'm super excited for what I have did so far. I'm super excited for staying consistent. I'm super excited just because I kept going. Like, a lot of people would have gave up. You know, I'm not the type of YouTuber people would probably watch every day or whatever, but it's the fact that I'm staying motivated, staying positive, staying consistent with this, because a lot of people would have gave up. If they ain't at 100,000 subscribers, or if they ain't at this amount of subscribers yet, or this amount of views, people would have gave up by now. But it's the fact that I'm not letting that steer me away from what I love doing. Like, I love making content. I love pulling my camera out and doing a lot of new montages and stuff like that with my vlogs. Like, I just love doing a lot of things like that, and YouTube is something I love doing. So the numbers and all that don't really get to me, because of the fact that if I cared about the money and all that stuff like that, I would have been gave up. But I don't care about stuff like that, because I've actually found my purpose, and this is my purpose: filming, creating content for you guys. So my YouTube journey is really good though. Like, I enjoy this. This is what I love. Someone said, what are your new goals for the new year? I said one of them, it was to travel, vlog, travel, live life more. Another one, what was another one that I had? I don't want to speak on any other one. Just know, y'all, I want to travel and live my life. Just all y'all need to know for right now is travel the world and live my life. Someone said, what's your favorite thing to do on your off time? My favorite thing to do on my off time is I like to relax and drink my wine. I like to plan, write in my journal, watch YouTube, watch movies. I just love just relaxing, taking time by myself. Someone said, working and doing YouTube can be challenging. How do you balance both? Tips and advice. Working and doing YouTube has not been hard at all. The only reason it was hard at first is because of the fact that I had a full-time schedule. Like, I was always at my 9 to 5, 6 days out of the week. So it was hard creating content when you only got one day off. You really can't do content because of the fact that you still can't really do content, because when you get off from your 9 to 5, you're tired, you ready to go to sleep. You ain't even trying to think of content ideas and stuff like that. And you only have one day to think of content. So it was really hard managing it then, but now that I put myself first, I had ended up cutting my days so I can have way more time to focus on my content and what I love doing, which is YouTube. It just depends on how you want to balance it. me balancing my YouTube and stuff like that and working at the same time, I had to cut my days, actually make time for myself, make time for my channel. Someone said advice on how you budget your money now that you're in your own home. I'm still learning that, y'all. Like, I'm still learning. It's a lot of different ways I have done saved money. It's a lot of ways, but me and my friend, we ended up having this talk, basically giving yourself a certain amount of money to spend on like out to eat food every week. Basically the challenge was to spend $25 a week on out to eat food. Like, you have $25 to stretch for a whole week. So whatever you want to eat out to eat for $25, like, you either gonna spend something, spend $3 on something one day at McDonald's, $7 at Chick-fil-A, $5 somewhere else. Like, you literally stretching $25 for a whole week, and then you cooking at home. Like, literally you cooking at home. So that was one way I started budgeting my money. Make sure y'all utilizing your savings accounts. Like, if you have 2 savings accounts, even if you just doing them but putting $5 in your saving account a day, like $5 to $10 in your saving accounts a day, I try to make sure I'm doing something like that, because I know it's not just me. When you see all your money that you got, you gonna be quick to want to be like, okay, I want to spend that. Like, I got money to go do this and that. But you can't just do that, especially when you have bills and stuff like that. You really have to kind of put your bills first. So if you do have a lot of money, put like a certain amount in your savings. The rest can go towards a bill, or if you got food at the house, yeah, you don't got to eat out and stuff like that. So you really could put all your money towards a bill and put money in your savings, and probably keep like $10 for yourself, or $20 for yourself, $50 for yourself, and stuff like that. So it's just the way you budget and the way you spend your money. Like, one of my issues was eating out a lot. I had to stop eating out, go grocery shopping. With the money that you spending eating out, use that money to go grocery shopping, so you don't have to eat out. Like, you can save more money just eating at home. Someone said, how have you enjoyed making YouTube content? I love it. Like, that's just a simple answer. I love making YouTube content. That's what I love doing, and it's something that takes me away from reality. Like, I'm making my YouTube, this all that matters to me. So it's like, I love creating my content. I have so many questions, y'all. I have so many questions. This video might be so long. Someone said, how do you feel about people who fake their lifestyle? This is about to get real. Like, this is about to get real. This might be really long, so I'm about to go charge my camera up really quick, because my camera's blinking, is about to die. So hold on real quick, y'all. All right, y'all, so I am back on the camera. My camera ended up dying. In the mix of my camera dying, I got the worst news of my life. So I'm just like all over the place right now because of the news I just heard. But we're gonna finish up this video so I can get it over. I already started answering a whole lot of questions, so I'm gonna go ahead and just finish it on up for y'all. I forgot where I was at. The last question that I was on, let me see. Okay, the last question that I was on, someone said, how do you feel about people who fake their lifestyle? I wonder why people fake their lifestyle. Like, what is the point of doing that? Like, if you know you ain't got it, don't act like you do. I feel like there's no need to fake your lifestyle. Like, just be yourself. Like, don't try to fake it to kick it with somebody, or don't try to like be on the media acting like you just rich and you got all this money and stuff like that, and then in person you don't. Like, that don't look good. Like, that make you look weird. That make you look like lame, because it's like, why are you doing all that? Like, are you doing that for attention? Are you making it seem like you got it like that for attention, or are you trying to fit in? Like, don't fake your lifestyle. Be yourself. Be you. Like, if nobody accepts you for who you are, then that's cool, but like, don't try to fake it and be somebody you're not. Like, if you ain't living like that, don't be trying to act like you living like that when deep down or off of social media you're not living like that. I just think people should just be yourself. Someone said, is it hard? I have a lot of questions with me moving out, living by myself and stuff like that. So some of these things are kind of repetitive that I've already answered. So if I don't answer those, it's because I kind of explained them already. But someone said, is it hard living on your own, like paying rent, buying groceries, getting your hair and nails done? It got hard in the middle. I would say it got hard in the middle because I was still trying to balance, like, just like I was telling y'all, like, I'm still learning how to budget my money and stuff too. So once you learning and still trying to be able to budget your money and stuff like that, it do get hard sometimes. Like, because you still want to do stuff for yourself, like buy groceries, get your hair done, get your nails done, get your feet done. You still want to do stuff like that. So it's kind of hard when you still learning how to budget your money. Like, you ain't set in stone with how you want to budget. Like, I always switch ways of saving. Like, I might save this way, that don't work for me. May save this way, oh, that don't work. Then you might try to save another way that might work, but you still trying to learn how to save and stuff like that. It's all a learning process. Like, it's nothing to be on somebody back like, oh, she got an apartment, she don't know how to save. It's not like that, because of the fact that you still learning. Like, I'm still young. I moved out when I was 19 years old, so it's a lot I had to learn and go through to realize, okay, this is what come with moving and stuff like that. So I'm able to speak about it and tell people about it, because, or just like give advice about it, because I'm young. I'm young when I did it. So it's like, moving out and you don't really fully have it together, it's going to be hard. So a lot of things I did have to learn. Like, I had to be able to put money aside for my nails, be able to put money aside for my hair. It was 1 month that I couldn't get nothing done. Like, it was about a couple months I probably couldn't really get nothing done. I probably had to dig and stuff like that, try to get something done, because I want to put my bills and stuff first. You gonna go through a lot of stuff like that, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, I've been through that. Like, months of me moving, months of me in my own place, my hair not done, my nails not done, stuff like that. But it's still like, you trying to learn how to budget your money and use your money the right way. But someone said, was it hard to find the right apartment for you? I kind of like jumped into this apartment because of the fact that this was like my last resort. I kind of really didn't look like I wanted to. Like, this was kind of like, I knew somebody that stayed over here, and when I seen their apartment was really nice. So this was kind of like, I really didn't even look for real. Like, if I really could go back, I would definitely look a little bit more and find something that I actually really wanted, like my set in stone look for an apartment. But it's the fact that I really kind of didn't even look. I was kind of in a rush to where I didn't even look. Like, I didn't even get I probably looked at like one apartment, like really went inside one apartment. I probably only did that, and then my last resort was this, because I didn't even look. I was just such in a rush that I didn't even look, that this was kind of like my only option when I could have been looking. But so it wasn't really hard because I didn't really look. But I know once I move again, it's definitely gonna be hard. Someone said, what's your favorite position? Not that type of video. Someone said, what's your religion? I believe in God. That's like my best friend. Someone said, how did your first apartment go? I already explained that. It's good. Are you single? No. Someone said, what's something you wish you could do differently when it came down to moving? I wish I would have saved the right way. I wish I would have said, yeah, I wish I would have saved the right way. I wish I would have been mentally, physically, and financially ready. I was, but I wasn't at the same time. That's pretty much it. Like, I don't really have anything else. I just wish I would have been mentally, physically, and financially ready. I just was like rushing, trying to rush out there and be an adult. So how did you learn how to save your money to move out? I didn't really save. I saved, but I didn't save as much as I should have saved, you know. I still had money when I was moving and stuff, because, you know, I didn't move it by myself. I moved it with my boyfriend. We moved together. So I saved, but I didn't really like save as much. On my end, I didn't save how as much I was supposed to save. Someone said, did you have any doubts about moving out? No, I didn't have any doubts about moving out. I thought I was ready. Like, I was ready. In my head, I was ready. I was ready to move. I was ready to get the U-Haul. I was ready to do all that. Like, in my head, I was ready. But later down the line, I realized, like, girl, you weren't ready. But now that I know that, like, I'm gonna just go 10 times harder to make sure my next step, when I do move again, like out of this apartment and stuff like that, when that time comes, then I'll be like way ready. Like, I won't even be thinking about the first time I moved out. Like, I'm gonna be ready, you feel me? Someone said, what's something you want to do different going into the new year? Which is already a new year, but what I wanted to do different going into the new year is being more consistent, taking myself serious, putting myself first, living life, stop settling for less. I always settle. Like, as y'all know, I've been in my same job for like years, and so many people that told me, you need to get something else. Somebody was like, the other day, somebody was like, you still working hard in here? That shit don't look good to me. Like, working at a job that I work at, I ain't gonna say it in public. I mean, I ain't gonna say it. Like, if you really know me, if you know me, you know where I work at. But a lot of people have been telling me lately, like, somebody came to my job, was like, oh, you still working hard in here, this and that. I'm like, yup. But in my head, I'm like, this is not a good look. Like, then another person told me, he was like, how old you? I think he said how old you is, or I think it was an older man too. He was like, you don't look like you fit in here. Like, this, you look like this is just, you look like you need to be doing something like a business or something outside of this. Like, you don't fit in, like, you stick out basically. Like, this is something that I don't need to be doing. Like, some people, he basically said, like, other people that work here, this look like this what they gonna be doing, like this is their job, this what they gonna be sticking to. But he was basically saying like, this is something that I don't need to be doing. Like, I'm not meant to be in that job. Like, I'm meant to be have my own business, like being my own boss, basically. That's what he was saying. And it's like older people always tell me that, like, even when I was still in high school about to graduate, people was telling me like, you need to go to college, go to school, like, you know, this ain't a good look, like you too pretty to be here, like this is for people, like this is for people that's this their last resort, but you still young, like get up out of here, like you don't need to be here no more. And it's like, it's finally that time for me to going into the new year. I realized like that's the first step I need to take to moving different in the new year. I need to get rid of that shit. Like it's over with now. Like that's the first step I needed to take. Someone said, what are your relationship goals? Really, I just want to travel with my boyfriend, get rich with him. Like, cause me and my boyfriend, we really been through it. Like, been through it together. We've been through it together. We about to be together for 4 years this year. So I just want us to actually travel together, do more things together. Don't worry about the little stuff. Stop stressing about stuff. Actually enjoy each other's company. And so much more. Get rich together, buy land, like all type of stuff together. Like that's the stuff we got planned together. Like it's real. How's moving out so far? I answered that already. At times, do you regret that you moved out early? Yeah. What keep you grinding? Really, what keep me grinding is just seeing my purpose. Like seeing my purpose in life. Actually realizing my purpose. Actually realizing what I'm actually capable of instead of what I'm settling for, you know? Because the old me really didn't know that. The old me was just too comfortable. And it's like me realizing that I can be doing so much more. That's what keep me grinding. Like that's what keep me grinding, because I want to reach that point in my life. I don't want to keep settling for this right here. I want to reach that point in my life that I want to reach my greater purpose in life. Like I want to experience more, venture out and do more, just do more for myself. Me realizing that I could reach my fullest potential, that's what keep me grinding. Like when I tell y'all, a lot of people be looking up to other people, I look up to myself. Like it's other people that, like, you know, influencers that I'll, you know, look up to in certain aspects of life. But from what I've been through, like I look up to myself. Like I want to go harder in my life. Like I want to look back at the old me like, we did it, like this is what we've been waiting for. And it's so emotional to say, because of the fact that I didn't ever push myself in life. Like I would think I'm pushing myself, but I was doing the bare minimum with my life, like with myself. Like I wasn't pushing myself. I wasn't willing to go out here and just do what I need to do to make something happen with my life. And it's just the fact that me doing that now and actually stepping out of my shell and out of my comfort zone, stop being so comfortable with life and what I'm settling for, that's what keep me grinding. Like that's what keep me motivated and disciplined to get stuff done, get what I gotta do. And you know, don't worry about the petty stuff. Just focus on my goals and what I really want to do in life. Someone said, what keeps you motivated? I just explained that. Someone said, do you have any regrets? If you do, what are they and why? I don't really have any regrets, y'all. I've said that like 100 times. I don't really have any regrets. It's just things, it's just lessons that I've learned. I've learned to become better. I learned things that I did in the past. I've learned that I shouldn't really do that again because this is the outcome, or you know, stuff like that. Someone said, if you can talk to your younger self, if you could tell your younger self anything, what will it be and why? If I could tell my younger self something, it would be, don't give up. Don't give up, because it was a lot of times in my life where I felt like I just wasn't capable, or I just wasn't able to do. And it's just like, and it was plenty of times I wanted to just give up and be like, girl, this ain't it, or try to do something that I know I wasn't meant to do. It was a lot of times I just wanted to say, like, I don't even know, bro, like I don't know what I want to do. I just give up. Even today, like it wasn't even today, it was like last year. I was talking to one of my friend, and I was telling her, like, I just felt like I just wanted to give up. She was like, nah, don't do that, like keep going. What you giving up for? Like all this stuff you got planned, all this stuff you've been working hard for, what you giving up for? And I would just tell my younger self, don't give up. Like keep going, keep grinding, like keep putting your all into everything you want out of this world. Like keep grinding, keep putting your all into your goals, keep putting your all into everything you want to accomplish. Like don't ever give up. And I feel like I gave up on myself so many times. That's why I'm not where I want to be, is because I kept giving up on myself. And I would just say, just don't give up, keep going, stay strong. Like you built for this. Like You not no weakling. Like, you built for this. You strong. Like, you want a guy strongest shoulders, and he wouldn't put you through anything if you couldn't handle it and if you couldn't overcome it. So just keep going. Don't give up. Someone said, where's one place that you want to visit before this year is over with? Was it last year over with, or this? I would say this year. One place I want to visit, they want you to get the vaccine for some places, but I want to go to New York and I want to go to Las Vegas. Those are 2 places I want to go to. That's in the US. Like, other places I don't really know because you got to get the vaccine. Someone said, what's something you want to accomplish this year? I said that. Favorite show to watch right now, my favorite show is Euphoria, but before that I love Marlon and I love Pretty Little Liars. Those are my 2 favorites as well. Your favorite go-to hairstyle? I realized my favorite go-tos, like something that's just I can just get like quick, is those little braided ponytails. Like, I can't wait till she start, my hairstylist that does those, I can't wait till she start doing them again, because y'all, she's bomb. And I realized those are my go-tos. Like, I literally get that if I need to go somewhere quick and stuff. Give me a little braided ponytail, a little top knot bun. Those are my go-tos. Someone said, how's 2022 going so far? It's really good. My month of January was hard, like hard, y'all, but we ain't gonna talk about that. My year started in February. Last questions. Someone said, do more travel vlogs. They coming. Someone said, what's the best advice you've been given about life so far? The best advice I've been given in life so far, I don't really know. That's something I really have to think about. It's a lot of good advice I've been given. I don't know. I gotta really think about that. Someone said, what's something you want to work on in life? I want to work on being a better me. Just being comfortable. Like, the main thing I've been hearing lately is I'm just too comfortable with my life. Like, I don't want change. That's one thing that I've heard this year is I don't want change. Like, people feel like I don't want change, and it's like I do, but I'm just too scared to make change, you know. And I just gotta stop being scared to make change and want better for myself. So that's one thing I'm really working on this year. Like, you know, stop being scared to do stuff. Stop being scared to chase your dreams. Stop being scared to make change. Stop being scared to get uncomfortable. Like, in order to be successful, you have to be uncomfortable for a while. Whatever I'm thinking about that I want to do, go with it. But yes, you guys, I know this Q&A probably was really long. Like, it's probably so long, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I have answered all of y'all questions. I love y'all so much. I hope I explained everything good enough for y'all, even though I had heard the worst news of my life when this camera cut off. Like, I'm still like sad about it. If y'all probably want to see what it is, y'all can go look at my Instagram. But y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up if you made it to the end. Make sure y'all comment what you think, or let me know in the comments that you made it to the end if you made it to the end of this Q&A. But I love y'all so much. Make sure y'all follow my Instagram at Bianca Ariana. Hit that thumbs up and make sure I hit that bell post notification so you be notified every time I post a video. So yeah, I love y'all so much. Bye, you guys.